work to do.
Right now, the front 6 did not come to pit road under this most recent caution, as we see the green flag coming back out with only 5 laps to go in stage 2.
Around 20 laps on tires for the front row, the 1 and the 8 or 9 laps for others. But look at the chaos behind the 5 of Kyle Larson, that blue and white car on the bottom, trying to make 4 tires work. Ty Gibbs trying to find some points. He's that black car at the top of 3 wide.
Big shove there coming from the 3 of Austin Dillon to Ty Gibbs. Pushes him out and trying to close the gap on Chastain and Busch, who rocketed on this restart. Oh, and around goes to 5.
Big
Kyle Larson involved in this one, as well as the 14 of Briscoe. Multiple cars. You see Buescher, last year's winner, in the grass.
Buescher's one of those guys. He's racing to try to get in the playoffs.
A lot of damage.
Does he have?
Look at the damage to the 5 of Larson. Christopher Bell, Gilliland also involved in this. You mentioned those points. Buescher fighting to get into the playoffs.
Doesn't look bad. Of course, we can't see the other side. The nose has some damage for sure. The splitter on the left front, that does not look good, Steve.
Nope. Very big damage for these aero conditions. The 5 of Kyle Larson sitting in the grass on the front stretch. His day looks complete. It's hard to say from this angle, but definite damage.
And Christopher Bell, he's sitting in the grass also. Big damage.
There's a very good chance this will end the stage as they attend to the drivers, the AMR safety crews there. Let's see what happened.
Yes, this is all the way back to the restart. You see the 5 of Larson, 23 of Bubba Wallace. These guys all have new tires. They're trying to make a move towards the front to get these stage points. A big shove gets the 5 to the bottom 3 wide. I like this move so far.
Yeah, just aggressive racing. You can see how aggressive it is all the way through the field. Coming to the stage end, trying to get points, trying to get track position for later in the race. 3 wide. Larson all the way on the bottom of the racetrack.
And then something happens down here. I'm not sure if he just gets loose up the racetrack. The 15 slow in front of him. Oh, the 5 just gets loose by himself, spins out, and as he comes up, he really collects. I think that's a 23. We didn't see that originally, but that's a pretty heavy damage to the front of the 23. Another car, Jeff, who is in this bubble conversation.
Yeah, nothing he can do. Larson's just on a slide right now. Now he's in the gas trying to keep from hitting the wall. Bubba Wallace trying to avoid him. Contact. Gilliland comes in hard.
Yeah, Gilliland had gotten sideways too on the lower part of the track. Got into the 20 of Bell, it looked like.
And Logano had already had issues. He was racing to try to be the first car lap down.
But this just, so there's no argument about Kyle Larson's skill level. The guy, you know, people make the statement that he's perhaps the best to drive a race car, right, with everything we see him do. And then you take a race car that could run up front with great raw speed, and you put him in these air situations, and his car spins out.
Well, when you're out front, your car drives completely different. And when you get back here, now your car doesn't make near the grip. Denny Hamlin yesterday spun out all by himself trying to race for the lead. These cars are difficult to drive. And aerodynamically, they're very difficult. Right along, this is a great shot. You can see how aggressive it is. Blocking, shoving, hitting. Bubba drives the car in the corner pretty deep. Larson even deeper. Larson in the gas. And now everybody knows he's in trouble. Bubba Wallace was out of the throttle. He saw it coming. But it's nothing you can do. It is a helpless feeling. You could hear Bubba Wallace, the second to 5 car, the right rear stepped out just about 5 inches. Bubba Wallace no longer was committed to the throttle because he knew something was going to happen. Parker.
Right, he's already been on pit road. Booty Barker doing a great job of constructing the team exactly what to do in terms of trying to fix the damage. They assessed the toe. They felt like that was fine, but he definitely has damage in the left front there, and you can see that hood had buckled. They were working there in that left front fender, and then there's sort of a hole in the left side door area they're trying to tape up. They went back around to stay on the lead lap here. They'll come back around and go on to pit road again to continue to fix this damage once they get caught up, Marty.
Just potential massive playoff implications from that wreck. Bubba Wallace, also Ross Chastain. And how about the decision by Phil Surgeon to not pit there for Ross Chastain? They're sitting in second. Obviously 2 to go here in the stage. Looks like they will collect 9 stage points. That could be critical. And meanwhile for Chris Buescher, he was involved in that as well. He also a cut line driver. They've been focused on the left front. They also, Steve, felt like there was some damage on the right rear of the 17. Overall, not bad. It will not be ideal, but at least they are not out of the race.
That allows them to continue to try to score points. Let's ride on board with Chris Buescher.
So Chris Buescher, he got 6 stage points in the first stage for finishing 5th. Bubba Wallace got 7 for finishing 4th. But they will not get any in this one. Chastain, he got 1 point in the first stage. He's going to get 9 in this one. And Ty Gibbs, don't count Ty Gibbs out. Remember, he's in this battle also. He's going to finish 3rd in this stage.
Buescher and Wallace, even though involved in this incident, they have remained on the lead lap. So that's big also as far as gaining points.
The question that the teams have and we have is how much damage. We saw what happened to Denny Hamlin when the underbody of his car got damaged. He was exceptionally slow. They've continued to work on it, trying to make it better. At these high speeds, it is more of a penalty when you have damage. When you have this kind of damage, Steve, you want to be at Martinsville, you want to be at Richmond, you want to be somewhere like that. You don't want to be here where aerodynamics matter so much.
Well, you can instantly see. It's hard to tell the damage to the 23, but look at the left side right here. Look at that hood vent, not sealed up, the big gap between kind of the louvers and the hood itself. That right there doesn't, you think, oh, what's the big deal? How much of a difference that can make? But that completely changes the underbody pressure of these cars. And you see they're going to try to tape it down the best they can, but this is definitely a hurt 23 car.
There you go.
22, I think his day is over. Between the flat tire and being caught in this wreck, they're going to...
He'll back it up. He's got a win already this season, so locked into the playoffs. That bubble, though, is definitely volatile.
Well, and look at the points currently with Busch leading. I mean, we keep talking about the points battle because there is going to be one. With this many races left, in my opinion, we're going to have a points battle here. Somebody's going to get in on points, but throw Kyle Busch in victory lane. And look, I mean, that is like the wrinkle that, Jeff, that's the wrinkle that you and I didn't really experience. Well, most of our points racing was just a math equation. This kind of win in advance changes the finish line or changes the line you're shooting for.
Stage 2 win goes to Kyle Busch. That is his first stage win of the year and the first for RCR as a team. So looking for bright spots? Well, there's one for Kyle Busch as he wins stage 2, but a chaotic finish to this stage as multiple cars involved in this accident.